Now at 5, the latest options for Highway 69 in Crawford County are on display. We'll check out the first of several public showings. Plus, are the new GLP-1 weight loss drugs in the running for helping your heart? We'll have the latest.
President Trump warns even deeper cuts to the federal workforce are on the way. I'm Erica Brown at the White House with more as the president and Elon Musk push a massive government overhaul.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Highway 69 in Crawford County could be seeing some changes. Today, members of the community gathered for the first of several Phase 2 input sessions. This is KOAM News at 5. I'm Tanya Bach. KOAM's Melissa Alexis has more on what was discussed at today's meeting and what plans could be in store for the highway.
KDOT hosted their very first day out of several future meetings addressing the future of Highway 69. Community members came out to give their opinions on what improvements they think could be made on the highway. The 18-mile stretch of Highway 69 that's under evaluation starts at the Crawford-Cherokee County line and goes up to just south of K47. Today's open house was Phase 2 of KDOT's meetings. The state compiled ideas submitted by the public during Phase 1. Some of the common themes submitted were improving safety and traffic flow of the highway. KDOT representatives presented some of those submitted ideas and potential projects to address the concerns brought up in Phase 1.
Local citizens want us to improve safety, want us to improve traffic flow, and those were the top 2 items that the public wanted us to say. They also want us to stay on the existing corridor.
KDOT plans to present a list of potential projects for the community to vote on next fall. Reporting in Pittsburgh, Melissa Alexis, KOAM News.
Now, if you missed today's meetings, KDOT is hosting more open houses tomorrow, one at Sacred Heart Catholic Church in Frontenac and Northeast High School in Irma. An estimated 10,000 garments were donated to this year's Dress to Impress event at Missouri Southern. Every year, organizers set up a temporary department store on campus where students can shop for professional dress wear. They can pick out things like slacks, blazers, dresses, and shoes, all for free. Volunteers from the community help students find the right sizes and give them advice on what's best to wear.
The fact that professional clothes are more expensive, and in a college student budget, you don't necessarily have the money to spend $50, for example, or $100 on a pantsuit outfit or a professional outfit. So it's really nice to have this opportunity.
It's estimated more than 350 students found professional clothing at today's Dress to Impress. Since the event started more than a decade ago, organizers say they've helped more than 3,000 students prepare for the future. Well, Chief Meteorologist Doug Hetty joins us now with a first look at the forecast.
Well, it turned out to be another nice one for us today. Temperatures pretty good across the region as we did go into lower 60s, cooler than what we saw yesterday, but still nice. 60 in Joplin, 61 is where we stand in Pittsburgh, 59 Carthage, Grand Lake 61, Chanute at 63 degrees if you want to get outside this evening. We're going to slide back through the 50s, 40s, a little bit cooler tonight. We'll back down into the 30s for overnight lows due to a weak little cold front that has slipped through. We have the clouds, a couple little showers have popped up, not a big deal, but we could see a random shower or two, especially along and south of I-44 as we go through the evening hours. Clearing out later on tonight, we drop back upper 30s. Still overall pretty good tomorrow as we go into the mid 60s. Warmer Friday, we'll talk about that here in a bit.
Thanks, Doug. Topping Nation Watch, a new budget framework moves forward. House Republicans narrowly passed a new budget outline that would reframe the priorities of the U.S. government and pave the way for implementing President Trump's legislative agenda. The resolution proposes raising the debt ceiling by $4 trillion and would cut taxes by $4.5 trillion. The proposal would also cut at least $2 trillion in spending.
The first important step in opening up the reconciliation process. We have a lot of hard work ahead of us, but we are going to deliver the America First agenda. We're going to deliver all of it, not just parts of it, and this was the first step in that process.
Mrs. Murray. Well, House and Senate Republicans will now have to come together and agree on a budget plan to get something to the president's desk. Well, the Trump administration has already laid off many federal workers who were within their first year of employment. And now they're taking steps to begin deep cuts to employees who have more tenure, with the president himself questioning whether many on the payroll even exist. Erica Brown has more details from the White House.
President Trump says more government workers will soon be fired.
We're cutting down the size of government. We have to. We're bloated. We're sloppy. We have a lot of people that aren't doing their job. We have a lot of people that don't exist.
The announcement came as he held the first cabinet meeting of his second term. Government agency heads received a memo today instructing them to submit reorganization plans by March 13th that include large-scale reductions in force. Elon Musk spoke at length during the cabinet meeting addressing the Department of Government Efficiency's coordination with agencies to make the job cuts.
We wish to keep everyone who is doing a job that is essential and doing that job well. But if the job is not essential or they're not doing the job well, they obviously should not be on the public payroll.
The president defended Musk's email to federal workers demanding they list 5 recent accomplishments or risk losing their jobs.
Those million people that haven't responded, though, Elon, they are on the bubble. I wouldn't say that we're thrilled about it. They haven't responded. Now, maybe they don't exist. Maybe we're paying people that don't exist.
And he said because so many employees did not respond, Musk could send another round of emails requesting accomplishments soon. Erica Brown, CBS News, the White House.
Everybody's on board. They all know.
Trump said some agencies will have their own versions of DOGE, which could carry out even more cuts, with the Environmental Protection Agency possibly cutting as much as 65% of its staff. Well, still ahead, an added benefit for weight loss drugs.
Weight loss drugs are gaining popularity for heart health. I'm Bradley Blackburn with how cardiologists and patients are using them.
Topping today's Health Watch, a school-aged child who was not vaccinated has died from measles in West Texas. It's the first death in an outbreak that started late last month, and the first from measles in the U.S. since 2015. There are 124 cases of measles across 9 Texas counties. State health officials say it's Texas's largest in nearly 30 years. There are also 9 cases in eastern New Mexico. Well, February is Heart Health Month, and more cardiologists are turning to a surprising tool to treat many patients: GLP-1 drugs, known for weight loss. Bradley Blackburn explains why.
In the past year, Vanessa Lindley has seen the number on the scale drop, and she's smiling because of what it means for her heart.
I turned 52 last year, and my mom died at 53. And so as I was approaching, that was another motivation because I want to be here for my kids.
The mom and wealth advisor had high cholesterol and a family history of heart disease, so she came to see cardiologist Dr. Isilma Fergus at Mount Sinai in New York.
You need to be less than 70. Well, let's do it.
Doctors have long known excess weight can hurt the heart. It's why Dr. Fergus and many other cardiologists are now prescribing weight loss drugs like Wegovy. Lindley started it after trying diet and exercise.
And with the help of the drug, I was able to lose 30 pounds.
Changes to body mass can lead to other measurable changes too.
One of the big things that really causes or drives these numbers of high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and high sugar is your weight or obesity.
One study shows for overweight patients, GLP-1 drugs reduce the risk of stroke, heart attack, and death by 20%. They are a powerful tool, and doctors can help determine whether benefits outweigh potential side effects, like digestional problems or rarely pancreatitis.
It's totally a game changer to have it in the toolkit.
Last year, Lindley completed the New York City Marathon and wants others to take the message to heart that help is available.
A busy working mom, trying to manage a lot of things in my life overall and feeling like I'm trying. But I needed some assistance.
She says it's medicine that can have real effects inside and out. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.
More insurance plans will now cover the cost of medically necessary weight loss drugs. Experts say broader use for heart health could actually save money because the U.S. spends more than $100 billion treating heart disease every year. That's a look at today's health news. A little later, tax tips.
The tax deadline will be here before you know it. I'm CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger with tips to make sure you get the most out of your return.
Plus, the nice temperatures sticking around over the next few days. We're going to look at that coming up. Well, it turned out to be a much cooler day today, but still temperatures above our average high for this time of the year, so really no complaints. Weak little cold front has been shifting through, so that's giving us clouds, a couple random sprinkles, random little shower, but overall, it's turned out to be a pretty good Wednesday for us today. Great shot. Indigo Sky Casino and Resort. All right, yesterday, of course, we had record highs. It was 76, but still, we're well above our average high. But we are 10 to 15 degrees cooler right now compared to what we were this time last night. 63 in Independence, 62 in Bonita, Pittsburgh at 61. We have 59 in Cassville. Through the evening, we slide back through the 50s into the 40s. A little bit cooler tonight. We drop back into the 30s for overnight lows, but still overall not too bad for the end of February. All right, so clouds working through. Couple little light sprinkles, light little showers have popped up, mainly along and south of I-44. These clouds will continue to work through, and again, you may get a random sprinkle as we go through the rest of the evening hours as this weak little system shifts through. If we look out toward the west, not a whole bunch going on, meaning our weather looks pretty good as we go through about the next 3 days before we see some changes once again. The winds will start to pick up a little bit. A little breezy tomorrow. Northwesterly winds could be gusting 20-ish during the afternoon, but it's Friday. They switch around out of the south, and we're going to have winds gusting 30 upwards to 40 by the time we get into Friday afternoon. So it gets really windy, but in return, it helps our temperatures warm near 70 by the time we head into Friday afternoon. All right, let's go through time. Clouds continue to work through next several hours. We clear out by morning, kind of chilly, mainly upper 30s, mid to upper 30s to start your Thursday. As we go through the morning hours by noon, about 60, maybe 61. I think most of us top out nicely at about 63 to 64 degrees, maybe 65 once you get into our western counties, but Thursday looks pretty good. Tomorrow night, clear skies. Winds switch around out of the south, so not as cold. We drop back into the upper 30s. As we go into Friday afternoon, looking pretty good. Look at this. 68 in Joplin, 71 in Coffeyville, 69 in Yates Center, so temperatures even a little bit warmer. As we go into Friday night, still we don't drop off much, only into the upper 30s for overnight lows. All right, on Thursday, 37 to start, 60 by noon, high temp 63, which is about 8-ish degrees above where we should be for this time of the year. Let's look at our upper level flow. Right out of Canada, it kind of keeps our temperatures in check. We get a weak little system. This is going to kind of start to shift in. So this is going to be late Sunday evening. It's weak, but it should give us some rain chances as it passes through into Monday morning. A little stronger system is going to roll out. This is going to be late Tuesday. That could give us some thunderstorms by the time we get into Tuesday night. So we'll keep our eyes on that. 63 on your Thursday, 68 Friday, 53 cooler Saturday. Still not bad. Rain chances Sunday, Monday into Tuesday. Tuesday we should go to 70, and then we cool right back down the second half of next week.
But no chances of snow?
Not in the next 10 days. Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. That's good.
Yep.
All right, thanks, Doug. Well, a program about snow that just happened to be snowed out a few weeks ago was rescheduled for today. Preschoolers headed out to Wildcat Glades as they revived the magic of snow through a story, song, and craft. A book they read was A Thing Called Snow, following critters as they experience snow for the first time. Well, coming up, still working on those taxes? We've got tips to get you going. Topping today's Consumer Watch, the Trump administration is cutting thousands of jobs at the IRS. It has many Americans worried about the status of their tax returns. CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger has details, including some new changes to the tax code.
For most taxpayers, the deadline to file their personal federal tax return, pay any tax owed, or request an extension is Tuesday, April 15th. Despite staff cuts at the IRS, the agency says that if you file electronically and use direct deposit, you should have fewer errors and avoid the headache of a delay. The average refund is usually received within 21 days if there are no issues with the return. There's one big change this year, and some people receiving a 1099-K tax form in the mail may wonder why. It's for freelancers and others who earn money by selling goods and services online and are paid through platforms like PayPal, eBay, or Venmo. The threshold for taxable transactions was $20,000 in 2023. Now it's just $5,000 for money earned last year. It will ultimately drop to $600 in 2026. That could force many more people to file a 1099-K, even someone who resold a concert or sports ticket at a marked up rate. In New York, I'm CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger.
Well, our Pet Vet on Call is next. Up next on the CBS Evening News, contractors in Florida say they're turning down jobs because there's not enough qualified construction workers. And then on KOAM News at 6, high school students from across the region head to Pitt State for an automotive competition. Plus, the 108-year-old elevator is back in service at the Jasper County Courthouse. And a couple of Pittsburgh Purple Dragons signed to play at the next level. Stay with us for the CBS Evening News and then KOAM News at 6. Well, from a rising demand for preventative pet care products to a shift in veterinary clinics moving away from private ownership, there are several trends forming in the pet health industry. That brings us to today's question for our Pet Vet on Call. What's a recent trend related to pet health and care that you're a fan of?
Well, what I really love, and I don't know if it's a trend or if people are finally giving in, but more and more people are conscious and conscientious about their pet's health. Mainly preventative health care, dental care, and screening tests to catch disease early. All too often people come in with their animals sick and it's way too late to do anything about it, and it could have been caught early and maybe something is done about it. So that really gets me excited. Take care of those pets. They don't live long enough.
Well, thank you for the question, and we invite questions from anyone. If you have one, just send it to petvet@koamtv.com. Dr. Eva Dudek from the Parsons Pet Hospital answers a different question or brings us a fun fact every Wednesday on KOAM News at 5. You can also find answers to previous questions on our website. Now let's check out our picks of the litter for the week. From the Joplin Humane Society, we've chosen this white terrier named Ross. He's an adult male who spends his days snoozing alongside his foster brother or romping in the backyard, sniffing all the glorious great outdoors. From the Southeast Kansas Humane Society, a snow white Alaskan Malamute. She's an adult female named Wolfie, and the name is significant because she's actually part gray wolf. If you're looking for a pet, why not check out your local Humane Society? All right, let's do a final check of the forecast.
Yeah, it looks pretty good as we go through the evening hours. We're going to slide back through the 50s. Eventually, we'll drop back into the upper 30s. All right, 63 tomorrow, warming up. Windy on Friday, 68. A little bit cooler over the weekend. Some showers by Sunday evening, but most of the weekend is going to be dry. And then even a few thunderstorms possible next Tuesday.
All right, a little bit of everything in the forecast, except for snow.
We may get some snow showers later next week.
Ooh, can't wait to learn more about that. Well, thank you for joining us. The CBS Evening News is next, and of course, we'll be right back here for KOAM News at 6, and we'll see you then. Have a great evening and an even better tomorrow.